Good afternoon, Onion Lake and surrounding communities. Welcome back to another announcement. I know we did one about an hour ago. Again, Father's Day barbecue at Churchill. Free. Everything's free. There's door prizes closest to the pin, archery. So if you have time, make your way over there. But the reason why we're here now is we're gonna do an announcement or an update on the sports day. I have our sports day president here, Mr. Jordan Lewis, and one of the sports day committee members, Mrs. Serena Dufresne. So I think with that, I'll open up the floor. We'll give the floor to Mr. Lewis, and we'll take it from there. You're live.
Hello, Tansakakyo. My name is Jordan. First time operating a show like this, which is quite a handful for us guys that are just starting. So bear with us. And so far, we've done good with a lot of support from the past committee members and advice from other people. This year's show is planning on being a good one. What we think, we were bringing back the Rough Stock Rodeo, and we're looking forward to a large crowd during the whole week. 5 days of entertainment. So, you got the rough stock, then you got the wagon races, the flat races, relay races. So there's something in there for everyone to place a wager on and bet, sit beside friends, bet $5 a heat, win some money, make it interesting amongst each other, and have fun. Yeah.
Um, do you want me to read off this list?
Kiyamaga.
Okay. So just for the viewers out there, we did post a poster already, but we'll just read it um just to go over it again and refresh everybody's memory and just let everybody know what's coming for our sports days this year. This year the first day will be on June 27, which is a Friday. The events for that day will be starting off at 12 noon. We'll have incredible rodeo. We'll have open bull riding, junior bull riding, sheep riding, calf scramble. The prizes for the open bull riding is 5K. Junior bull riding is 1K. 4 o'clock p.m. that afternoon, we'll have Northwest Pony Chuck Wagon and Chariot Association, Pony Chucks and Chariots at 4. And then we'll have CPCA at 6 o'clock. And again, that's on Friday. And then on Saturday, we'll have the same lineup. 12 o'clock p.m. start. We'll have Incredible Rodeo, 5,000 match bronc riding, 1,000 ladies and men's category for ranch bronc riding. And then we'll have sheep riding, calf scramble. And then at 4 p.m., we'll have the pony chucks and chariots again. And then we'll have CPCA at 6 p.m. And then on Saturday night at 9 p.m., we'll have Dusty Roads Band. And then on Sunday, same thing, 12 o'clock p.m. start. We'll have 2 days of rubber tire races. On Sunday will be day one. 1:30 we'll have pony chucks and chariots. At 4 p.m. on Sunday, we'll have Indian relay. We'll have two days for that, Sunday and Monday. 6 p.m. we'll have CPCA, and at 9 p.m. we're gonna have Lost Highway Band along with karaoke. So we'll be running two events that night on Sunday night. Again, karaoke in conjunction with Lost Highway Band. On Monday, June 30th, we'll have a 10 a.m. start for that day. We'll have a wild pony race. And then at 11 a.m., we'll have a wild horse race for the adults. Wild pony is for the youth. 12 o'clock p.m., we'll have rubber tire races. 1:30 we'll have pony chucks and chariots. 4 p.m. we'll have Indian relay, the final day for them. um, and then at 6 p.m. we'll have CPCA, and that'll be their final day. We'll have a dash for cash, I believe, in there. Um, and then at 9 p.m. we're gonna have Thrill Star Entertainment, which is Chelsea Young and Terry Ann Strongarm. And if you don't know who those are, you could find them on Facebook or YouTube. Just punch in their name in the search bar, and you'll get a glimpse of the entertainment they'll be bringing for the community. 11 p.m. is the fireworks. That's on Monday, June 30th. And then on July 1st, Tuesday, we'll have a at 9 a.m. we'll have a pancake breakfast. It's free for everybody. 10 a.m. we'll have a parade up at the horse track. 11 a.m. we'll have foot races. Then that'll be broken up into age groups: 5 to 7 years old, 8 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 to 18, 19 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. So that's foot races on July 1st. Ages 5 to 10 will have a kids event, which will be bike barrel racing. And then at 1 p.m., we'll have our Gymkhana events. Two age groups. One is 11 to 15, the other one is 16 and older. For the 11 to 15 age group, we'll have a 3 kid rescue race, horse pole bending, barrel racing, egg stomp, walk trot, and run, keyhole. For ages 16 and up, we'll have pole bending, wiener race, sleepy cowboy, tobacco race, keyhole race. um, Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Where were we? Okay. Ages 16 and up for the Gymkhana events. Again, 1 p.m. start. We'll have pole bending, sleepy cowboy, keyhole race, potato race, egg stomp, barrel racing, wiener race, tobacco race, rescue race, Indian wrestling, walk, trot, and run. And then after that, we're gonna have a cross country race with some flat races. I could pull up the. I'll come back to it, but I'll pull up the events for the flat races. I believe there's 5 furlong, 6 furlong, 7 furlong, and I think one or two more. But again, I'll come back to that. So after the cross country race and the flat races, we'll have Indian relay, women and youth, um, chief chief race, warrior race, lady warrior race, youth relay. Again, President Jordan Lewis. For rodeo entries, you'll have to contact Cheryl Bull. It's on the poster, 780-614-3911. The Indian Relay, you can contact Daryl Whitstone. The vendors, you can contact Serena Dufresne. No admission this year. Committee, Rodeo CPCA, and NWSPCCA are not responsible for theft, injuries, or any unforeseen damages. And just for the viewers out there, there is a zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol. And that applies to everybody across the board, including the competitors and the horse racing and the camp and stuff. So I think with that, I'll hand it over to Jordan and Serena, just in case I missed anything or if there's anything they want to add to all that.
Yeah, you forgot to add the track times for the big wagons and ponies. The track times for them to exercise their horses will be starting on the 27th all the way to the 30th. Your guys' track time, I believe, for ponies will be 7 o'clock a.m. until 9 a.m. Then the big wagons will be 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. That's their track time. And to kick things off on Friday, the 27th, we're going to have a ceremonial opening, blessing at a racetrack before we kick off with our rough stock only events, which Incredible Rodeos is producing for us. The rough stock only is something that's just starting to come around in Canada. It's fairly popular in the States, so it's just nothing but bulls and broncs. So we're having a hopefully have a good show, have full entry fees. We're expecting 16 bull riders to kick everything off, two go rounds that day. So it's going to be action packed for at least 3 hours. The sheep riding, the calf scramble, something for the kids to get into, maybe win some cash prizes amongst there.
I have a question. For the rodeo, the bull riding and the bronc riding and all those events, is that open to the public? Could they sign up and register into that, or how does that work?
You could sign up if you got your own equipment and gear and you have some experience of getting on some rough stock animals. Give Dwayne Bull a call, Cheryl Bull, and enter up as a local. So if there's room, I'm pretty sure they'll get you in on the competition list. But then again, it's up to you. Like rough stock is if you get injured, it's all on yourself. You got to sign a waiver before you enter. You got to pay an entry fee to enter the show too. So like it says, it's enter at your own risk if you're allowed. But I'd for sure give Cheryl Bull a call about that. And chances are, if they need more competitors and you have your own equipment and knowledge and got on some rough stock in the past, and I'm pretty sure you can get in and maybe grab a spot there to compete.
So another question on that. In other words, Incredible Rodeo, they'll be providing the riders like as a part of their season. Is
Yeah,
that how that works?
yeah. I'm friends with Incredible Rodeo, good friend of mine, stock contractor. They're Dwayne Bull and Parker Bull. They have been advertising Onion Lake, and so far from what Dwayne told me, there's a bunch of kids that have already entered in the junior bulls and sheep riding, calf scramble, open bull riding. They go with the entry fees of some of the riders that have been riding in the amateurs like the LRA, CCA, and who knows, maybe the INFR tour. Might have some native cowboys come up from Blackfoot territory, Ubima territory, Good Fish territory, just to put on a good show for us.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add in there?
Anything else I'd like to add would be those of you pony chuck wagons out there that need a place to come set up camp instead of going to another race somewhere if you have nothing planned. The campgrounds are open right now. You guys can come set up camp, do what you have to do, utilize our track for practices. We already have two camps at the grounds already. So, but it's at your own risk and expense to cover your own meals and your own showers and whatnot, what you need to do, laundry. It's all on you guys for now. If there's any questions, just give me a call and I'll come over to the track and try accommodate with what you guys need.
Awesome. So just going back to the Gymkhana and the flat races, I have the information here now. So again, wild horse races or wild horse race. We'll have a relay race. We'll have a half mile race. We'll have a 1 mile. We'll have a 5 furlong, 6 furlong. For the youth, we'll have the wild pony race, the bike barrel race, three kid rescue, pole bending, walk, trot, run, keyhole, and egg stomp. Um, yeah. So if there's nothing more on this piece, again, all the information is on the poster for the viewers out there. We'll switch gears a little bit. You guys want to talk about security or vendors? Vendors.
Vendors.
Vendors. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Serena Dufresne. This is my first time ever being in the Sports Day committee. It's really exciting so far. Um, However, my phone is broken. So you can reach me at 639-536-4592. I do need to fill two more spots for concessions. So if you have a concession, contact me.
What's the registration process and cost and all that?
So if for band members, it's 200 a day. You do have to pay a 200 upfront. That's for cleanup fee. If you don't clean up your site, then or if you clean it up, you get it back. If you don't, then you don't, right?
It's like a damage deposit.
Yes. For outsiders, it's 3 a day. Same with their cleanup fee.
Question on that. I know we had a discussion as a committee regarding number of vendors based on space.
Yes.
Do you want to touch on that?
So, anyways, we're having because entry is free this year. It's gonna be super super busy. We've decided to have 7 on the outside and then that main one. Like I said, I got I believe 4 right now on the outside, so I need 3 more.
And that's open to on reserve and off reserve.
Yes.
Okay. Again, contact Serena. Her number is different than the one on the poster. We'll update that. So her number right now is 639-536-4952.
4592.
4592.
Just a
Yes.
reminder that she broke her phone for love.
Settle down.
Domestic.
Oh my god. So anyways, yeah, and don't forget you guys do need your food safe.
Certificate.
Yes.
All right. Anything else on that?
Oh, and I'm also looking for a few workers. If we are having a meeting today at 5 p.m. If you are willing to work even the concession, the main concession, feel free to come and then come talk to me.
Yeah, concession and 50-50.
Concession and 50/50s.
Yeah. So just for the viewers out there, Serena is gonna need help for sure. She'll be in charge of the vendors, the indoor concession, and 50/50s. Yeah, so she's gonna need help, and like she said, there's a meeting today at 5 p.m. at the grandstand. So if you're interested, come over there, and she'll get you guys up to speed and make a plan and all that. Question. I know there was discussion on the 50-50 piece. You guys want to touch on that?
Yeah, the 50-50, we're thinking of doing something different this year. Instead of buying those strips of 50-50 tickets and selling them by the arm length, we're thinking of selling single 50-50 tickets at $5 a ticket and do a daily draw at the end of the CPCA races. You know, I've been to fish derbies, and this is how they operate their 50-50s, where the cash prize is it's quite a bit more than you expect. make after a 1 hour sale. I remember that one derby we were at within 1 hour, they sold out, and the cash prize was like 21,000. So we want to try something different this year and go with $5 50/50s and do a daily draw at the end of the CPCA races. So who knows, the winner might win themselves 10 grand, 5 grand. It all depends on the sales that day.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. I think the 50-50 this year is gonna be huge. Like Serena said, no entry into the sports grounds. And so you'll have those few extra bucks, and 50-50, it'll be one draw per day rather than a series throughout the day. So that pot will build up, and at the end of each day we'll have a winner identified. So I think that's something exciting to look forward to.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, something different.
Yeah, man, big pot. What else? Entry or entrance, the front gate.
So the front gate, what we have going on, because it's free admission for all ages, alien or not. Anyways, so we decided you are still gonna be counted. So we are still gonna just give out wristbands, and that's how we're gonna keep the count. Um, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So again, just for the listeners out there, at the main gate, the entry, yeah. So this is really important on behalf of the committee that the number of attendance is tracked for accounting purposes and reporting purposes at year end for the finances. So yeah, so don't be alarmed or whatever when they're getting your information off you guys at the front gate. Again, it's for accounting purposes and reporting. Do we wanna should we touch on the entrance and exit portion?
Could, yeah, kind of help with the flow of traffic. I think on the VP, if we do have VP cards, will be coming in from the south entrance. So we leave the north gate open for the local traffic and the visitors. But there will be a two-lane control going in and out, and it's just common sense amongst each other to drive. Be courteous amongst each other, and if someone gets there first, let them go first instead of just racing towards to get out of the gate. Like, if we have to, at the end of the day, if we have to do vehicle control like they do at the end of the fair, then we'll do that. Let 10 go, then let another 10 go from different lanes. Just to keep the flow going, and during that time, no vehicles will be coming in. And another thing, what we're setting is a curfew at the track, 11 o'clock curfew. So no vehicles, if they're not involved in any of the track, or if they're not like the part of the racers, they won't be allowed to come into the track because there's really nothing for them to do past 11 o'clock. That's bedtime for most of the camps where they got to respect each other and you know keep it quiet time. Parties will be taken care of. Security know what they're gonna do. They're gonna strictly enforce the policies about keeping it quiet and safe for everyone. We don't want anyone coming to disturb, make noise, or make a threat to any of our visitors. And that we want everyone to feel safe and enjoy our weekend here. It's all about having fun, basically. Looking after one another, helping each other, and just keep it safe amongst each other, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, just a reminder for the listeners: zero tolerance for drugs and alcohol. That includes entertainment, 24/7 all the way through. So yeah, so just plan to have some sober fun. This is a space for the kids as well. So bring your kids, bring them out to socialize and have fun with each other, to be a part of the celebration. And again, for the entrance into the sports grounds, north entrance status quo when you're coming up through the power grounds up that way. To leave the grounds, you'll it's gonna be flowing one way out, so you'll be asked to go around the south exit back up the hill over here towards the police station. For VIP, there is a VIP for chief and council and the committee and stuff. They'll be the only ones permitted to come up through the south side to bypass the traffic, and we'll have tags for that. So, um, yeah, so just have to be smart about it, plan ahead, leave early, get in early. There's a question here on the floor for Jordan or Serena. It says, will there be a point where it be max capacity? Will they be turning people away?
I don't think so because it's all outdoors, right?
If there's max capacity vehicle wise in the parking lot, we can always utilize the
Out.
powwow ground area.
Yeah.
You know, they can all come walk in from there if they need to. But yeah, that's a good question about max capacity. I know the grandstands will be filled and indoor bleachers will be filled. So majority of people will be watching from their vehicles around the railing around the track. So I'm thinking, yeah, if you got lawn chairs, you know, there's that side hill on the east of the track. Go find yourself a good spot there. Chillax there. Maybe put up a tarp or something if the sun's in your view or something, you know. But yeah, that's my only way of solving that problem.
All right. I'm just gonna interrupt you, Jordan, real quick. I'm getting messages to put your mic closer to your mouth, just so people could hear.
Just like that.
Yeah, yeah. um, no, don't open your mouth. You could, just kidding. So okay, moving on.
Oh
Security.
my gosh.
Do we wanna go there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the security. We got a list of day shift, morning shift, and graveyard shift, and the shift supervisors. Serena here will give out the names. And we have a meeting today at 5 o'clock at the racetrack. So everyone called out, you know, show up there. Uh,
Even oh no, bystanders too.
even people that want to try get in, you know, come in there. We might get you in there for a bystander in case other people don't show up. And for this security, we expect every person that's on the list to be punctual when they're on their job site. You know, show up 15 minutes before shift change.
You
If you guys ain't there, then you'll be replaced.
you only have what 10, 15 minute grace and
Yeah,
then you're
5 minute grace.
or a 5 minute, yeah, and then you're eliminated.
Yep.
So anyways, day shift is 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Supervisor is Isaac. And we have Eddie Cook, Roddy Cook, Blake Harper, Shaden Patagan, Stacy Cook, Tanya Cardinal, Janessa Skeenum, Ryan Whitstone, Andrea Skeenum, Marlene Wolf, Briley Waskowicz. Please come to the meeting 5 p.m. at the sports grounds. For evening shift is 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Supervisor Amanda. Adrian Canna Potato, Renee Heaton, Zarly Warm, Cassandra Lewis, Bernice Wolf, Tyler Burland, Ryan Wolf, Riley Patagan, Desiree Dillon, Lisa Wolf, Jim Wolf, Gloria Wolf. Night shift 12 a.m., 8 a.m. Supervisor Jeremy. Kim Whitstone, Tyrell Chief, Burton Cook, Jefferson Wolf, Teresa Wolf, Jolene Dillon, Avery Half, Sharon Quinney, Devin Patty, Emery Spears, Kelsey Half, and Trevor Waskowicz. Please show up to the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, and those of you that signed up, just show up just in case. You'll be on the standby list. We'll be taking names.
Exactly. The more the merrier, right? And then we can also use you guys in that main concession also.
Yeah, just so you guys know, there is no favoritism in selecting our security. There's 10 of us, five people from FRP, and five committee members. We went through a list of about 75 people, and we named each other off. So we picked who we think is fit for the job. So there's no favoritism amongst the chosen ones here. Just for your guys' information, okay?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask a question. When would they be starting? But I guess we'll be going over that tonight at 5.
Yes.
Yeah, well, basically they're gonna start on the 26th. The evening shift and graveyard shift will start that day.
Oh,
Due to the fact that there'll be the whole grounds will already be full of the campers for the next day's event.
yeah. Right on. Sounds good. Anything else we want to add?
So once again, don't forget to contact me if you have a concession and want to put up a concession. 639-536-4592. Thank you.
Yeah, or if you have any needs for the track, those racers and all that out there that need a place to sit and chill, just give me a call and I'll try help you guys out. My number is 780-214-2751.
Oh. Right on. I think that's it for now with this update. And if there's any more updates or changes or anything, announcements, we'll be sure to do that on here and on the Kitaskino radio. Before we go back to Jordan.
Okay, another thing here I just forgot to mention that seeing that this is show is for our past competitors and current competitors, those people out there that have family, the members that passed on, or still around but ain't competing, we'd like pictures of them in action from the old track or wherever they've been their travels. We're trying to make a slideshow where we can honor the people and have that slideshow run twice a day, just so the surrounding people that come to our show can see that Onion Lake has produced champion riders and runners, from rodeo, chuck wagon to relay runners. That we have people that represent our community in all the events all over Canada. So we'd like to honor them that way. And if you guys can send pictures, send them to Jaron or Fraser or me, and we'll work on getting this slideshow happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to add on to that piece from Jordan, we did release a post on social media on the Onion Lake and the 7 Gen page with Jaren's contact info. He'll be managing this portion for us. And like Jordan said, the theme for this year is honoring our past participants in Onion Lake Sports Days, and that could be flat races,
Uh,
chuck wagons, chariots.
yeah,
Everything.
everything they're involved with.
Yeah. And I know in the last meeting we kind of went through an exercise and started naming off the ones we could remember. And that list is actually pretty huge. It's a good list. Like there's a lot of sentiment in there, a lot of emotions and good memories that come. So we'd like to share that with the community throughout the sports days. So yeah, send in your pictures to Jaren, and we'll share that, and we'll share that all together during the sports day event. Um, any closing comments or anything?
Nope, just safe travels, everyone, and we hope to see you guys at our annual Sports Day celebrations here.
Right on. Hi. We'll end it off there. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. And I'm gonna throw something in here. I'm gonna throw in 4 golf passes to Lloyd Golf and Country Club. To qualify for that, you have to share this video. Let's help spread the word and the awareness. And we'll do a draw for that. Um, let's say this or no, next Monday. Next Monday at noon. So we have 1 week to spread the word, share the message. We'll do a draw. The tickets are valued at just under four, so we're getting a lot of bang for your buck there. So yeah, spread the word, and we'll be around, and we'll catch up again soon. Except the ma, hi
Hi, hi.
hi.
Thank you.